Important day for us here at TCI, and we're just real excited and proud about this latest achievement. And we just want to say thank you for taking the time to help us celebrate this event today. I know that people are on their lunch break, so we're going to try to be mindful and keep things brief. I do want to say that before you leave, there's a notepad that we'd like for each of you to take with you as just a token of saying thanks for taking time out of your schedule to come. But also, for those of you that have work that we could do, you look at that and say, oh yeah, Tri-County has that AS 9100. We need to call them about doing this project for us. So, so do be mindful of that. You know, we've been providing services to people with disabilities for a long time. We've been in business since 1966, and we've gone through a lot of changes. I've been here since 1980, and I just can't begin to tell you how much we've grown. And for a long time, we've been accredited in our program services. And so a few years ago, we felt like we need to do the same for our production department. And so that's when we undertook the task of becoming ISO registered. And then we partnered with 3 other agencies like TCI. Vicki Shore's here from Johnston County Industries, and I think Angie's here from Diversified, and then Martin Enterprise. And we wrote a grant from the Turning Point Workforce Development Board and got money for us to train jointly with JCI to reach for this AS 9100. And we partnered with NC State. And so the big event today is that NC State is going to actually present us a banner. We did this because we teach work behavior training. We can't do work behavior training if we don't have work in here. You know, you can tell people you need to be on time, and you can tell people you need to do quality work, but they need to be able to be there and be doing those tasks to learn good work behaviors. And so anything we can do to market our abilities to get more work in here is what we need to do, because we are all about making a difference in people's lives. This past fiscal year, we provided services to over 500 individuals with disabilities and disadvantages. And so it's important for us to continue to grow. I especially want to say thank you to our production department. A lot of them are in here. And to Lynn Everett, our quality manager, and Bill Judd, our production director. This has been a change for our production staff. You know, the fact that now, even though you may have done this job 200 times, you can't do it without looking at that drawing. And so people have had to change their mindset about, oh, I already know how to do this. And so I appreciate our production department embracing those changes and realizing the importance of following the AS 9100 standards. We also have some of our customers here. I hope some of you will take the time to take a quick tour when we're through with the celebration. But in addition to what you see here, we have folks, 3 shifts of employees at Rocky Mount Engine Plant. We do a welding operation for them. We have kitters and material handlers over at Draka Elevator Products. We man the rest areas on I-95 in both Nash and Johnston counties. And also last March, we took over the rest area in Johnston County that is on I-40. So if you stop at those places, you are seeing TCI employees, and many of them have either participated in our training program or the training program at Johnston County Industries, because it's all about giving people opportunities. Now I would like to ask Barbara Williams from NC State to come up, and then when she finishes, Lynn Everett's going to say a few words. And again, thank you and enjoy your lunch, and we do have a cake for you. Okay, Barbara.
Well, good afternoon. My name is Barbara Williams. I'm with NC State University out of the College of Engineering. And we too, as Brenda said, we are trying to make a difference in people's lives as well. Our mission is to help companies become more competitive, have a more competitive advantage by offering coaching services in areas that are in continuous improvement. And those areas are lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, environmental health and safety, energy, and ISO services. And so we offer those services and coaching. So if you, as Brenda said, have anybody that you know that needs some of those services, we are available as well to help them through those processes. I want to thank Brenda for partnering with us because we do not take that lightly. When anybody calls us and asks us to help them through their ISO certification process, we say that that's an honor for them to call us because it is a very challenging and rewarding process when you make it through. And we're always there to help and coach and guide them through. And because our ultimate goal is to have that company certified. Because once you're certified, it opens a lot of doors for you that you would not get through without that AS9100 certification. We were at a conference with about 12 aerospace OEMs, original equipment manufacturers, and their number one thing was, if you do not have AS9100 certification, do not even call us. And so in order to even quote on a job, you have to have this AS9100 certification. So we don't take that lightly, and I wish I could take credit for all of the hard work that was done here, but I cannot. That was Brenda and her staff that did that. We were glad to coach them through it, and so we're very proud of them. We only have a few companies in North Carolina now who actually have the AS9100 certification, and so we're very proud that out of those few companies that we do have 2 of those companies in this room, the other one being Johnston County Industries. And so we're real proud of that. And so that's all I'm going to say today, and I would just like to present the banner. So Lynn, if you would help me with that. Yeah.
Okay, as Brenda said, I know this is a lot of your lunch hours, and I don't want to take up a whole lot of time. But I do want to take the opportunity to recognize and thank. Brenda's pretty much hit on everybody. Barbara Williams with NC State University, her assistants, Sonia Hughes and Nora Miley, who are not with us today. I also want to thank, and I can't leave him out, Phil Mintz. Phil Mintz, back in 2006, was the one that started us on this journey with the ISO registration, and he was very, very helpful. So Phil Mintz, send him my thanks, please. Next, we can't leave out the most important person in an audit, our auditor from Advantage Registrar, Steve Barfoot. Would you stand up, please? If there are any of you in the audience that need ISO audit or an AS91 audit, there you go. Okay.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Next, again, as Brenda mentioned, we partnered with JCI to go through this venture. JCI, TCI are partnering in other ventures as well. Darren Rosado, QA manager at JCI. Could you stand up, Darren? Information exchange between him and I. Thank you, Darren. Pat Seeley, also from JCI, assisted us with some electronics training that was very, very helpful, so I want to thank her as well. The TCI Board of Directors and, of course, our president, Brenda Cogdale, we couldn't have done this without them. They're very, very active in our production stuff, and we couldn't have done it without their assistance and their support. Our customers, thank you. We couldn't have done it without your work. I mean, we wouldn't need this registration if we didn't have the work that you send us, and we're very appreciative of that. And lastly, I can't help but not recognize my production team. Again, I thank you all because I know it got tough. There was a lot of new stuff that we had to put in place. We now have travelers. We know what FOD is and risk management, but we did it. And I thank you all, really.